everybody, this is Chris from Stylharmony. Thank you for joining me today. And today's video is going to be about using your scrap pieces of paper. So if you remember, a couple of days ago I did this video making your own pumpkin favor boxes and pumpkin home decor. And I had a lot of leftover pieces from this project. I had this paper, I had this one, and I had many more. And I didn't want to throw these papers away, and I decided that I should use them right now. Because usually what I do is I put my leftovers into a plastic box, and when I need something I go there and try to find it. Or until I have an idea. And I decided to use them now, really use them now. Because these papers were so nice, and I had some leaves that I had left from this project. I decided to take the most out of my paper, cut as much leaves as I could, small leaves, not big ones, and I did. I'm not finished yet. I still have a whole bunch of leaves here. And once I had all these leaves, I thought, well, I need to find now a way to use them. Because I have them, I need to do it immediately. If I wait too long, it's not going to work. It hasn't been working, at least for me until now. So the thing I came up to was making some cards. Because it's autumn, it's the season, so I decided to make these cards. I actually made 3, but there's one of them that you may not like because it's really busy here. So the first card I made was this one, and even though it's busy, I really like it, except that there's a sentiment that is missing here. I should find a place where to put it, something small, or maybe in the middle, I don't know yet. But I really like it. It's, you know, when you walk in the forest and it's fall and you've got all these leaves on the floor. I really like it. You know, it's almost the only thing missing here is the smell of the forest and of the leaves. So then I decided to make another one, and the second card I made was this one. So it was completely different, fewer leaves, a bit more geometrical, but I thought it was fun, and you might like this one. And in fact, I did a third one, which I think is nice. It's like in the middle of these two. It's less geometrical, and the leaves are a little bigger than the one that I used here. It's the same leaves as these, but I think it's really nice looking too. And I've got some space here to put my sentiments. So I'm not going to show you this one because I just put leaves randomly here and there, nothing very fancy. And I did put some kind of background here, and I'm not really crazy about it. So that's this card. I'm going to leave it as is for now and think about it later on. I'm going to show you how I did these two, and it's very simple, and again, using a lot of your scraps. So what you will need for this project are 2 cards, because we're going to make 2 cards of very few material. You'll need maybe some hot glue, some stamps here, your inks. You will need also probably scissors and a few things like that. Really nothing fancy. Probably some double-sided foam if you want to raise a little bit your sentiments, but it's going to be very easy. So what I did here, and I'm going to take my two cards here. I've got 2 blank cards, and they're, you know, A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And what I've done before is that I had this scrap piece of paper that I had. I just cut it down a little bit smaller than my cards, which is 4 1/4. So I took it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. I just take about a 1/4 half, so I have a little border around here. And inside of this one, I use my dies, and these dies are from Spellbinder. It's these dies. You've got 6 dies in here, and in case you would like to buy these, they're called Labels 4, and there's an SQ number here, which is S4190. Okay, so I cut this piece out, and I said, I need to use this one immediately. And I decided to put it here, which is going to make these 2 cards. So we're really using our stash, our scrap piece of paper as much as we can. So for this piece, I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to do both almost simultaneously, so it will be easier. So I'm just putting some glue here I'm not going to use any foam right now. And I bought the ATG gun about a few months ago. A couple months ago, and I'm totally crazy about it. I am not sponsored by Scotch, but this is a really wonderful tool. If you make a lot of cards, and if you are also a scrapbooker, this is really nice. Okay, so that one is done, and I'm going to put this one the same way here. Very simple, it's going to be quite fast. I'm going to try to center this piece around here. I think it's not too bad. And because I don't like when the paper is that bold, especially for this project, I'm going to use some of my inks here that I have. And I use the color dusters. I don't know if you know these. They're from, specifically these ones are from Judikins. And excuse me, I've only got 5 of these, but I use them by color. This one will be for all kinds of yellows, all kinds of oranges, and maybe browns. And I've got another one for blues, and this one is for greens. And what I like about this is that it makes a little mist of color wherever you need it without using your blending tools. So, no, I need the yellow one, and I'm just going to put a little bit of color around here. And as usual, you would start using the lightest color first. So that's what I'm going to do here. And when you start using them, you're going to need quite of ink on them. But afterwards, once the ink is there, you're not going to use as much. Just when you start them, when they're brand new. So a little bit of this yellow. It's a yellowish orangey color. And it's Dandelion from Memento. You don't have to use these colors. I'm just showing you what I like to do on my cards. This one is another Memento, but I think it's almost dry. Yeah, I should maybe re-ink it. So I'm going to use another color, a darker one maybe. And I'm going to start off my page just to give it a little bit of something a bit more interesting. Some more interest, sorry. So a little bit here and there. And at the same time, it's going to edge a little bit my card. And I don't want to put too much, but just a little bit to make it not so plain and bold. Something that could look like, you know, a little bit of earth. That's the theme, right? It's nature. I hope the camera will be able to pick that color. If you don't have these tools, I mean, just use your usual blenders. That's gonna be fine. So, oh, my camera is moving again. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it straight because it's turning. Okay, I'm gonna tighten it up. I hope it's gonna be better. So if you can see this, I hope you can see it. It give it a little bit of colory, some nice earthly yellowish colors that matches with this card inside. And I'm going to do almost the same thing on this one, but I'm only going to use the yellow. The same as for this one, but I'm only going to use this to light up even more the inside of my card. And I have quite a control on this if I pinch it. A little bit here and there. And that's it. I'm not going to do more for this one because it's going to be busier than this one. And now what I'm going to do is, yes, because it's too plain for me again, I'm going to do a little border on this one. So the other card I made was with, what color did I go with? It was, I believe, I don't know where I put my card. I just had it. It's not that one. Anyway, it was a green border, but I'm going to use a brown marker. And I'm going to go around here and just trace a frame around it. And I'm going to use this very old, and it's clean, but it's stained, ruler. And I'm going to use the numbers here to kind of have always the same space around my card. So I'm just going to do this, very simple. Oops, that's okay. Don't do what I just did. Make it nicer. It's really, I'm totally off. Oh, this is not good. Well, anyway. This is really not nice. I have too much here and it's not even straight, but you will do better home. You'll take your time in order to do this. So I'm going to put this here. And now that I have my frame, I'm going to use my leaves. And I'm going to use hot glue here again because it's quicker. What do I have here? Let me move this. And I'm just going to randomly put some leaves here and there. And I'm not going to use always the same leaves. I want to use something different every time. So this is okay. Let me see. We'll go backwards. Whoops. Sorry about that. My camera tilted again. So I was here. I'm going to use this leaf. Probably, no, it's about the same leaf. I'm going to use this one. Maybe around here. And you can always cut the tails off if you wish. And for this one, I might use, that's the same. I want to use a different one. Might use this one or a greener one. I might use this one. Do I have a bigger one? Yes, I do. So yes, I think that's going to be good. And maybe here, I want another green leaf around here. Okay, so I'm going to put these 4 here. And on the other card, I also put 2 here. So maybe not the green ones this time. Maybe this one here and this one here. I could leave them out or just place them here. I think I'm going to place them here. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Put a little bit of glue and put it right here. Because I want these leaves to be raised, and I'll be a little bit playing with them afterwards. Make sure not to go too far over on the edges of the card, because when you're going to put it in the envelope, it's going to be annoying. So I'm just putting it here, and I'm leaving the tails. If you don't like it, cut them out. And this other one here, just a little bit of glue. And because I'm putting a lot of things around here, I think nobody will gonna really notice that my frame is not really that regular. So I'll see in the end what it looks like. And what I'm gonna put here in the middle is a sentiment. So I'm probably gonna use the same one I used before because I really like the quote. It says, "May your day be a ride in the park," and I think it's really appropriate with the theme here. So, okay, this way. And I am going to use some orange and brown. And I need a piece of paper, another piece of scrap. It's the same color that I use my cards for, and they're, by the way, they're manila cards. You know, they're not plain white. So first I'm going to ink it with some orange. Okay, and then I'm going to ink it with some brown here and there, not everywhere. And I'm going to put it somewhere here. And I always give it 2 or 3 seconds for the ink to transfer really well onto the paper. And you can mix and match your inks. You know, here I use some Distress ink and here's some Memento. They're dye-based ink, both of them, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it's upside down. It's okay. And what I really like to use are decollage scissors, because sometimes I don't want to put my big shot out and use a die. I just use this, and I think it's fancy enough. There are a whole lot of decollage scissors around there you can use. I just grabbed one of my favorite, I guess, because it's going to look a bit organic too. I'm going to put it this way. I don't want to make it too big. And they cut really well when it's a thicker paper. How is that? It's not bad. I'm going to call it good, but still again, I need to cut a little bit here. Okay. I think it's again a little bit too bold on the outside. So what I'm going to do here is first ink up the edges, and I'm going to use this green. So it's going to make it pop up a little bit. That's it. Where's my lid? There. And I'm going to put a little bit of yellow inside. I hope my ink, yeah, normally it should dry very quickly. I'm going to use again a little bit of yellow, or maybe green. No, I'm going to use, let me see. Maybe a little bit of yellow. So this, and this is yellow, yes. And I'm just doing it, you know, randomly. I don't try to be perfect. And a little bit of highlight in the middle. Hope you can see this. And for this one, what I'm going to do is I am going to make it pop up a little bit. So what I'm going to use are my foam dots, and they were there 2 minutes ago. Let me find them. There they are. So that's just, you know, fun foam, normal foam, and I just, this is a scrap piece, and I usually put some double-sided tape, and so I don't throw it away. And you can do them any colors. Sometimes I use color foam, depending on my project, especially when I do some kind of shaker cards. I like to use the same colors as my paper. I will show you this in a future video. So because it's quite thin, I'm going to put 2 layers on top of each other here. And I am going to put it, that's the way I open it, I'm going to put it this way. And it's more or less in the middle. And that's it. And my card is done. Maybe you'd like to put something inside of it. You could put another sentiment. It could be a happy birthday. This is just a generic card. I usually like to let people write their message, whatever it is, for inside, but that's totally up to you. So now let's go to the second card I just did here, and I'm going to pause this to put this camera straight again. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I really don't have a professional camera holder. It's a bit crooked. Okay, anyway, so now for this one, I'm going to use, I really like these leaves more than anything else, and I have a whole bunch of here. Let me see, or maybe should I use these for a change? They're a bit too all the same. That could be nice as well. That could be nice too, and put the sentiments here, and I might want to play with them a little bit so they're not completely flat. Oh, I like these, but I like these too. And normally I am supposed to have much more than that. So let me see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these for a change. Why not? And the three of them are different. So I'm going to use these. So again, I'm going to use some hot glue. A little bit here. And the other one around here. It's not really well centered. That's going to be better. Should I put another one? No. Oh, I'm sorry. Or maybe this one. I don't think, no, it's too geometrical. I might put something though here in the middle to join the three of them. Yes, I might do that. Maybe another little leaf. Oh, that could be interesting. Putting a small one. Yeah, I might do this. I don't like this kind of hole in the middle. So I'm just going to put a little one here. And I really prefer it now. Yeah, I like it. And here I'm going to put another sentiment, and I'm going to use this one here. So I'm going to take my acrylic block, take the other one off, and this is a nice one too. I don't have a lot of sentiments. It's really something I should have. Is it straight? It is. This time I'm going to use just some plain brown, I think. And again, I'm going to put it on a piece of paper. There's my scrap, and I'm going to put it around here. That's good. It's not bad. Not perfect, but it's not bad. And this one, I'm going to cut it differently. So I'm going to cut it here. Let's see, yeah. Somewhere around here. And again, if you want to use your dies, just feel free. I'm trying to use as little material as I can, which will not always be the case in my future videos, but as for now, that's what I'm doing. And I want to give it a little interesting shape here. And about the same thing here. And I've got plenty of room to put it here. And again, I'm going to use some ink to ink it up on the edges here. And a little bit of orange maybe this time. So this one here. Just to spice it up. That's good. Maybe a little bit of green. Maybe. Let me see. It's hard to know when to stop sometimes. You know that? What is this color? Yeah, why not? Why not use this green? Where is my color duster for the green? There it is. It's my brush here is a little dry. Just a little bit here, not everywhere. That's good. So now again, I'm going to use my foam here, and I'm going to use 2 layers. So easy, and you see with very little material you can do 2 cards rather quickly. What takes most time, at least for me, is to find out how I'm going to put things together. For example, here are the leaves. And you can change it every time. And what I like to do is when I'm okay and I'm pleased with a design, I usually make a whole bunch of them. Like I would make maybe 6 of these, 6 of this one, I would do 6 of this one. As long as you have everything out, your leaves, your stamps, your inks, everything is out, it's very quick to then do everything at the same time. You know, all your stamping first, then all your leaves, then all the backgrounds. So it's easier, especially if you do any craft fairs. That's going to be very useful. And my camera is still tilting. So yes, this is it. You have here all the examples. If you want me to do this one, tell me, but it's very simple. You just add and add and add leaves over one another. It's very easy. Yes, please tell me what you think about these. Tell me which one you like best. And give me some thumbs ups, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.